Alright, I thought about remaking some more levels. And pretty somewhat happy with one of the newer ones I did. Although what I'm looking at recreating I don't think will even be very good. So feel like I need more easier things. Oh god, why does Forest look like that? Mario 1. Okay, cool. Well, small is not the... not something I'm aware of. We'll see. So I'm gonna copy a bunch of blocks and then say it's bad and then figure out what to do with it after that. That's the plan. Not gonna be easy to copy, even though it's mostly a straight line. Very exciting. Zoom in, like... It took this map site took ages to even load it. It was like, I didn't know if it was even gonna work. Okay, so this is literally a straight line. Just obnoxiously a straight line. Like the water to be open? Actually, that's part of the aesthetic. The water to be open. Although you never get to go in it. What am I remaking? Well, I said it was easy, so that's probably all that matters. This is completely new. Hey Ace, good to see you. Want a thwomp? And you probably don't have to ask too many times to get a thwomp. 10. This is a first level of G.I. Joe. We will see what comes of it. Man, could they jump high. How high even is that? It's impossible to count blocks on this thing, I swear. I have no idea how high that is. But here's the maps, if any. Just dying to see how amazing this level is. It could count better than I can. Even in the original game, you had to use a specific character even reach. Then there's a little section of tree. Heck, a tree is. Is that a tree? Is that a tree? Is that a tree? Guess that's not a tree. Just have to kind of guess how many blocks are there. It's the... Can't make that go down. So it can all go up. definitely meant to be moderate difficulty. I don't have many expectations or gimmicks or anything yet. This is just kind of like the MC Kids levels, just something that just feels like it should exist. That's a tree. Something like that. $15 again. Game really likes to take sections and just freaking copy them. Magic. I thought there was more. Just 2 sets of trees. Thinking about this, I was wondering, like, it wouldn't be bad just to have a first section you can just, like, run through. There you go. Doesn't need anything else in it. I think the trees copy one more time, but I also don't care. So, question is, let's be a normal level, not have infinite checkpoints. This is gonna hinge off of if I make the sub area vertical or not. If I don't, then I feel like I gotta fit the first section and the last section together. I mean, I want it to be vertical, but it depends on how I break it apart, because it's one of those maze things. The last one was almost a miracle to make happen. So what I'm worried about is I'm very far over. Although the map for the last part is much smaller. I'm gonna just start copying it and see what happens. Here I want Deathwater. Game's brutal. This, the controls are awful. Like, it took me like 10 button presses to turn it off. Oh, it's abysmal. How high to start? Part of the thing. There's an aesthetic going on here. Kind of want to keep. Playing other stuff? I don't know, I'd say Vampire Survivors is definitely starting to wear on me. Doing fine, hope you are too. Safe. Go into there though. You gotta add stuff I don't want. And then when I want it, I can't randomly roll the right one I want. Okay, we'll see if I have... Why did I think I had room for this? Could put this on the top. I think I'm gonna have to. It is the water anyway. It's only the whole theme. This should be... No, this probably would fit in a normal thing. Wow, that was a little frighteningly easy. Please make me trace over every one of those, please. very off-putting to me, that one is different. I should make sure I have room for this. At the moment, I'm not honestly sure. Being horizontal. It's a remake of an NES game. The thing I'm copying is not what's pinned to the top of the chat, but those are... The idea is taking an entire world of levels and putting them into one level. I did it with the 4th world of this game, and this is the 1st. Usually, these are usually been, when I think of what I'm happiest that I've made, been these kinds of things. That is not even close to enough room. Because if it were vertical, I would have already reached the limit of the width. It's like close. Very close. Thought was if I did it this way, I could put maybe the 3rd section in this section. The sub area. Hit the right buttons. See how crunched it is if I decide to like just shorten some of it. Let's see. I see that feel. I mean, so the kind of gimmick of this area is that there's just a couple places you have to find before you go to the exit, so it's, you know, kind of very primitive Metroidvania kind of thing, considering the year. Minus the nothing's really locked kind of, you know, aspect of it. You know, that important Metroid bit. the autocomplete, but it went away. Definitely not that A word. That line really should be on here. The red coins just work kind of perfect for this kind of thing. If I even left it open, which this is small enough that that feels okay to do. Bigger ones, I feel like I gotta cut them up and make them linear. Really the top of the screen. Holy crap, no. I need another 3 blocks. So it's easy enough to move it down 1. Maybe this middle section could cut by a couple. Guess I could put in the title what it so far is. Mission of the NES G.I. Joe game. Type, though, traditional. How do I fit this crap in here? That? I mean, that was in... What was in? Blocks? Oh, darn, you got me. I certainly did use blocks in another level. Start section. Got dishes here. Why is there... The zoom levels are just so bad. Oh my god, please. Easy. Do that. That either. Right. Here, it's kind of hard to crunch. It's pretty easy to. Need like top can be pretty open. I'm not sure. I forget, can you run over that now? Not that kind of block. Sure did. Say that that's very valuable. Can I not count? Fun copying bricks and being off by one. Just one of the best things. Scrunched it a little, I gotta sense. Already getting anxiety to lose it. Earth are those? Wow. Very important. Too bad you can't make tiny skewers. This level literally has skewers. That's what they are. That's huge. I need it to be half as big. Yeah. I mean, I could just use a thwomp, I guess. Those are definitely half as big. swamp is good enough to mark them. Whatever I end up doing with it. I draw at any zoom level I want. It's like Nintendo decided to make an interface like Apple. We know this could work, but we just didn't want it to. Oh wow, I need death water here. Guess there's spikes. Shrink this a little bit then. Doesn't need to be 2, just be 1. Got room? It'll be great until they prove it's bad. Until they prove they learned nothing. And kind of a big wall that's up another 3 blocks or so, but like enough. Section isn't 10 screens long or more. Maybe I should copy and paste it twice or make people go through it twice, because it's just what I do. Joke. It's weird, this part is not death. Even though it looks like death, but can't really replicate that. All things I should shrink, it would be this. So, where I'm using these, they're meant to be blocks that you can shoot through. So, I don't have a plan yet of if this works or not. Just thinking, like, I need a semi-solid you can jump down through. So, looks pretty good. Especially in places where it makes no sense. This looks like it's meant to be here. Yeah, I'm trying to not. I usually find it easier to not try to think about what'll be in the direct. Let it happen. But definitely come in and out of thought. This is empty. Kidding. Leave it totally open and then switch it to where you can fly by swimming. I mean, they're gonna disappoint us somehow because they didn't give us every game we've ever thought of. Monster Hunter? That's... I don't know. I certainly know a lot of people like it. Never tried one of the proper ones. I tried Monster Hunter Stories, but it was just way too much like simple Pokemon that I didn't. Yeah. Like that Mario is a worse jumper than Army Men. So far, it gives no reason to play in block hell here. Go most other places. I don't know if I just put P-switches like all over the place. Why not? Who doesn't love those? For no reason. Just to go through walls. Gonna have you spawn up here. This could just be a silly pipe. I mean, essentially being a game of like cooperative boss battles, like I certainly see the appeal. Ceiling. All the room for all the ceiling I can have. It's too constricted. Man, there's so much room. I can definitely move this nonsense down here. Shh. I have to copy it again. It doesn't like copy paste. Oh, God. Bro, just to make me feel like it's separated. Zoom, eating blocks. Starting out high. Seems very high. I certainly do. That's how I started, was all viewer levels. Been a little less and less, but definitely. Hilarious is this game has a helicopter, but adding a clown car is a little much for me. Yeah, it's hard. I have definitely streams I'm very happy I did, and ones that were just kind of like, why do I do this? Why do I do this to myself? Last one was one of those, why do I do this to myself ones. Yeah, it's weird because what I'm gonna say is like, I equally feel like when I make levels, I don't expect like almost anyone to play them now. And it's like the opposite. It's like, how is that part of the reason I don't want to play them as much too? But I don't know. It's see, baby mode is the thing. It's another reason I'm like, you know, maybe this is the perfect level to do. Just like something someone can kind of rip through, that at least there's, you know, the middle here is something a little meaty, little moving around and stuff. And difficulty is a weird thing because it's like, as much as people compliment like how I play, it's still, I don't know, how it feels is a completely different thing than like, oh, you beat it fast. Hard to tell. 4? Then the I just made my hardest level ever, and you should play it and beat it in 10 minutes, Mr. Streamer. I don't know. I think it's just kind of a expectation that I feel that isn't real, that it's like the early days of Mario Maker were so good because I could just easily play through like 30 viewer levels, and I don't know how many I get through now, but it's harder to want to play for more than like the 2 to 3 hour kind of time range now. But yeah, it's like I remember having like a 10-minute timer at some point, and I'm gonna say and I have nothing else to add. That was the end of the sentence. But certainly the average level has gotten much more complex than just, it was cool when it was just like all experimentation, and just that's, I will say usually when I do viewer levels, there's like a nice surprise that I get more variety than I expect. It's like when I go to like, it's mainly Twitch streams, I would say, that like it's just like constant Kaizo, someone playing levels for hours and an hour and a half at a time each. It's I dread that happening. But then what do you do? Just play him for 5 minutes and be like, well, that's enough. Because then, you know, the stubbornness also kicks in because I want to do it. It's just a difficult thing. It also makes me be like, so a Mario Maker 3 gets announced. How will I feel? Part of me is like, you know, there's like little things in all of my levels. I just, you know, hate this here. Can't stand this about this one. Like, wouldn't it be great to go and remake them all? Man, that drive vanishes in like a good hour. Super World, see, the Super Worlds, I think everything with Mario Maker 2 is like, you know, you think you want something until they give it to you. Oh man, I definitely am not a fan of Super Worlds. Like, Mario Maker 1's course bot feature where you could hit play on a row of levels is a better Super World than what they gave us. Because you can only upload one. It's yeah, it's like you make it your entire, like, here is me in the game, is this Super World, or what's the point? It's like, it's because what I'd want to do is like have a little world of the Star Fox levels. They have like collections, but then like, you know, more than one of them. It's like, otherwise you just like use the 8 worlds and have one collection for each thing, but like then someone has to play them in order. So it's just, and then if you like edit it and add a level to it or anything, and someone's in the middle of playing it, they lose all their progress. Like, holy crap. Like, I don't want to just start over. No. Or like, maybe one thing that would fix it would be like every level you've already actually cleared in or out of the Super World, just let you walk past it. That alone would probably make it so I would not hate them. Yeah. Like, yeah, Worlds was a thing a bunch of people asked for, including me, and then I don't want them. Yeah, that's pretty much a no. It's like, it can do the thing of like, well, every like viewer level stream, like if someone wants the world, you play like the first level of it, just play it really slowly. I don't know, is that enough words to say how I feel about this game? I mean, I always end up in some form of this conversation and never too disappointed to have it. I still want them to be skewers. And it's like, multiplayer versus was like one of those shocks that's like, whoever thought of that? And it's like, multiplayer like would have been cool if it was more like racing. It's like, I mean, I don't mind it as like its own thing, but it's like, how about a normal multiplayer? Like, I guess I kind of liked co-op a little more. I mean, it's like, I don't mind that multiplayer versus is there, but it's like something sounds great until you get the version of it they give us. And I mean, like, the engine and the feel, I still feel like is better in 1. Although, like, spike hitboxes, like, hitboxes are worse in 2. I wish the spikes were the size they were in 1, but not have the stupid, like, leaning thing. Like, that much is better in 2. But such a mix of plus and minus. But it's like, obviously, new objects in 3D World, like, that's all plus. Which is 3D World is a plus, I guess. I don't hate 3D World. I just don't find it great to work in. And it's like missing so much stuff. I think that got fixed a lot with the update right after, but still just... I can't remember what the gaps are at this point. Played one of yours. I mean, dash pads were one of my favorite things in unique to 3D World. I made just one level using them. False wall. Down for about a minute, but stream's back up. Being here is ridiculous. Really want that out of here. If I want it to be a authentic recreation, then it needs to be able to leave it. But I don't know about that. Ignore for later. Mildly repetitive. Far down there. That form is not open. But hi. There it ends. There, add no enemies or spikes or anything. There you go. Possible to pass brick walls? Perfect. Mario's so much in the way all the time. Just all the time. It's a little weird how you have the, like, sub-screen block limit. Like, what if someone actually gets on the tree? Oh, the mushroom tree. Andy? For the raid, Acme Studios? Very weird how scroll stop works there. Kind of creepy, to be honest. Go. Bit rate's too high for Twitch. Yeah, sounds right. Jump over the checkpoint. Perfect. Yes. Who needs that? Oh yeah, this door has to go somewhere. Can't you just pick it up? So then the question is, do I add bosses? Because if I don't, there. Ta-da. Not broadcast? Weird. The bomb level? It's the first mission. The first three, all three levels of the first mission. But yeah, the level 2 is the bomb stuff. So yeah, that's this. Red coins are where those little trigger hot points were. Although you only needed like 2 of them depending on which playthrough of the game you're on, but I might as well make you visit everything. Part is I could maybe add one here. Also thinking about no reason to like go in this little area, but there's nothing there. Sometimes it's down here, sometimes it's up here, but I kind of like it up here. It also kind of like a switch kind of gimmick. It's kind of feels like it would work. In the other G.I. Joe level, I added bosses. It's gonna conflict me. Well, I must say the interactions that have happened on Twitch have been questionable anyway. Guess there's that. Best platformer shooter on the NS? I mean, it definitely seems highly rated because it's a pretty rare cartridge and goes for a lot too. But yeah, I always considered it an underrated game. Despite, you know, some flaws, and usually these second missions are part of that list of flaws as they get hugely complex and copied. I think if I added the bosses, so this first boss here is a plane. Right? You see, it looks like a Metroid room, or you're just responding to a conversation. What I do, plane. Kind of swoops. Let's see, there's two phases of it. One kind of swoops and stays mostly on one side, and then the second, it like breaks in half, and then the tail starts flying across the screen. It's actually kind of impressive describing it. more so than it is. I'm considering it. I think it was, when I was looking at it, it was Taxon's last game. And stupid Capcom had to make the sequel terrible. Of all companies to screw something up. Just some thoughts. Basically a plane. Better plane than that. Capcom had, like, I immediately think of Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Another one of my weird favorite games on the NES. So, not to mention Mega Man or any of that stuff. And that's a abbreviation for Monster Hunter. What? I hate to just use a Lockatoo for something that swoops back and forth. And it throw that goes away. Doesn't jump, does it? Oh, super. That's what this needs. That's kind of fascinating, though. It's just forever. Boy. Hey. Boy. Much better. Spike balls? I guess what's kind of hilarious is in the original game, the plane never shoots at you. That's how it works. Hard for it to be in the way. Kind of like the lava bubble thing, but I honestly think that would work better in boss number 2. Wow, I'm gonna use Lockatoos more than I ever have in any level. I don't think I've ever used a Lockatoo. Ever. Always good old anti-Mario bumpers. Of course, it bounces off. Kind of impossible to jump over those two. Why can Mario not jump? I need Mario to have some high jump boots, okay? It's just the only way to recreate what this game was. Need some Mega Man water. get this over with. Yeah, if you want to hold down for half the time you're playing. As much as I like Mario 2. Bouncy blocks. Kind of lose a bunch of control, but yeah. Might be enough. Thought is just gonna go over the screen. Guess it doesn't have to go over the screen now if I do that. It just needs, you know, a lot of things. Then what? Jump out. Easy. I can't stand even knowing that open. Shorten this room a little bit. What else is in here? It's dead. hack them? Me neither. I'm also gonna have to question if I more checkpoints. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, so whenever I've recreated like Mario 1 levels or whatever, I've used the bottom half for one part of the level horizontally, and then divided it right here at the boundary and put another whole level left or right above it to be able to fit, you know, as much as humanly possible. Checkpoints. Yeah, usually the only negative has been the camera. So if I did what I did with the other level, I did like the level checkpoint, boss checkpoint, level checkpoint, boss checkpoint, level checkpoint, boss checkpoint. Because that sounds like a very reasonable thing to upload. Still have no reason I wouldn't want power-ups in this. Should definitely be power-ups. Weapons are probably... These, where I put the coins, are all like weapon upgrades, and when you got 4 of them, up your level and shot more bullets at the same time. Put another one like right there. Oh yeah. Where'd the other trees go? Sorry, I'm not doing hero levels. Much as I was just talking about that I probably should a little more. Because how long will people see this block and like agonize over it? Greater it is, it'll both feel completely underwhelming that it's a 1-up, but also be something too helpful if it's weird. Really have no plans for how to fill this in. Enemies, there's like 2 kinds of enemies in the original game. One is a soldier that shoots bullets, and then there's like a monkey dog thing that runs at you. I think the soldier should be Hammer Brothers. I'll have nothing but screams constantly by everyone playing it. Like, you really can't just jump over them. How many Larrys do you think are... Seven Larrys. About the running balls, kind of. I'd even be tempted to do like that. Although I don't want him to chase you that far. Oh yeah, the hidden block is not a great thing there if I do that. Oh, I'm gonna regret that real fast. Get maybe hold up to that. Hard to say a mole with a muncher on it is too much when that's the only thing on the screen. Not even any spikes to jump over yet. Here's the fun. Kind of envision this being something you could run through real fast. Pretty fast. Used to be stuff hidden like in the trees. I should even call that hidden. But I didn't have exactly inspiration going into this. Be more, but I don't know what. Are these somewhere? Love this idea. Cannons? The ones that fire potobos would be a little better. No one on them, I guess. Mimic firing bullets. Put those everywhere. Oh, right. Oh, wow. All the way and back. Right. Scary there. I have been a little curious to see what it's like, but just haven't. I'm interested, yeah. I should be a little more interested. It's with the position it's in now, like, get here, kind of likely to be surprised by it. Something. And checkpoint. I mean, not like super short, but there's nothing in it. The ceiling. Probably like impossible for them to hit you over here. Actually a little scary. A little bit. Did even kill them? Need to. Kind of. Want someone to just get one through here. It really need to be. It's a little deceptively difficult, potentially. I like the laser Mecha Koopas. Quite a little crazy. He goes away. What great timing. Isn't quite what I had in mind. Don't like it. think it'd be too much if I didn't block off the top. Reason for it not to be low. Just the Lakitu could like, automatically. Very thrilling to be able to just stand there. Needs conveyors. Doesn't that solve everything? I like and hate it. It's fire if you're all the way over here. Yeah, the whole screen should be immediately locked and fully visible. Great, of course. Will not solve it. Weird that how it has a completely different feel if you see the water and the platform's thin and not. Although there being something on the ground is kind of not in mind, but probably is what I need to make it interesting. Then, oh, yeah. Of course. That could create a really bad situation fast. Whoa. New one would get through eventually. Hi, YouTube. I want. God, if it bounces out. Well, kinda.
Let's go.
What? 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 Why did it not bounce and leave?
Let's go.
Why? Oh, the bounces off the water? Weird.
Let's go.
Sound is obnoxious, but I think they can like eat them, right? Bounce it up.
Let's go. Let's go.
Looks stupid over there, but at least it doesn't make a sound.
Let's go.
Happens to follow him. Like mostly the timing happens to be like mostly out of the way as it is.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh. Really?
Let's go.
Oh, that's not how it's gonna be timed.
Let's go. Let's go.
And have both no reason to jump over it, and it's kind of dangerous with the Locatus. I have them there.
Let's go.
Yeah. That's what's kind of accidentally cool is this is not a safe spot. And I'm gonna have to add a bumper. Ugliness like this.
Let's go.
Okay. Maybe a little... First part seems maybe a little long. Find more reason to have to jump over it. Think of as either not going away or...
Let's go.
and what the timing's really gonna be.
Let's go.
Oh. I like how they line up. I do feel like I gotta put a checkpoint. Checkpoint or many. Mind it being kind of the thing for this series to be all infinite checkpoint. But there's enough pipes and doors. And so that's it. All right. Okay. All right. Coins. Already done the coins. I don't do infinite checkpoint. I just gotta put 2 power-ups. I give you a power-up right before this. In some ways it feels like a little much. All right, pretzel. And thought about if the Mario 2 mushroom is a weird thing here or not. Well, I didn't, on the other level, I didn't use E-coins, but I changed this section here to be linear. Kind of forced a path through it. Need breadcrumbs. Kind of like not forcing the path and kind of go through it. What's a little weird is that like I really only reach over here by going along the top. It all kind of funnels you down to the left. Fine. Let's go up there again. Yeah, encouragement to go that way. Although silly. I don't know if I want one. I don't know if I'd have like a P-switch or something. I had to cook a little bit, but that sounds ambitious to me. I think I can't do infinite checkpoints when I'm coming to. And now I have a boss. Okay, well, be like a full refill in the original level here anyway, so it certainly fits thematically. But anyone will know but me. I think that's a kind of safe space to start, because when everything fires, you kind of just have to go forward a little bit. Okay, that's, yeah, a surprise. Ugh. Want surprises. You can see up here, but still a surprise. This isn't a drop two Bowser's kind of level. Fine. He kind of went down at an angle, though, was what I didn't like about it.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm like trying to picture the player looking at the top of the screen while this is going on. Like, since I put it there, like, I know you can kind of just see the shell and like a little progress bar, but I know that without it being in the moment. It just seems so easy at the end. Should be a little more guard, but I don't know how I would do that. Yeah, I thought they would die too, is what I first wanted, but I'm totally fine with just at least blocking. I guess the game treats them a little bit like it does things on tracks, how it like is completely on a different layer. So, don't die.
Let's go.
Screen gonna look, because that's oh so important
Let's
to
go.
me. I wanted it to lock.
Let's go. Let's go.
Do the bricks. I don't want it to be any slower, but I want it to spawn. Why must the slopes have the end peats to drive me nuts?
Let's go.
Because the most danger is that you fall just as you're trying to jump.
Let's go.
Make these like on-off walls, so to speak. Little nutty. Yeah, they're required. This whole section here. Maze. So there used to be basically enemies with guns. The Koopa. Turns around.
Let's go.
Some more Podobo firing guns can't solve.
Let's go.
Something I want. Donuts there. Just-
Let's go.
Probably want that to just perma spawn. Slope kind of kills that. As long as there's not another door, then maybe I can put it back. Even if I put snake block, this thing can despawn and then it falls off. How did I do that before?
to go.
Timing is pretty good. Scary. Then it falls into the right. What I've done. Oh, it's so annoying. I did. Still doesn't solve the problem. I don't think that will stay spawned.
Let's go.
Or it does. It's a miracle. Only I could put a block there to make me not hate it.
Let's go.
If I didn't have the switch constantly there, I could have put a switch there to make you have to hit it. This stream is how long? There was just enemies that kind of came up out of the... This is water.
Let's go. Let's go.
Kind of fun. I have a thought. That to be open, although I kind of would like. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Make something out of nothing. Can you believe how few spikes there are in this level so far? Hardly believe it. Here.
Let's go.
Power-ups. You want those?
Let's go.
There. Possible it, like, eats it. It's waiting if it's more in the middle.
Let's go.
That, but I want something going on in here.
Let's go. Let's go.
Switch is actually like psyching me out. It's different way to make it so you can't kill him. Bumper.
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Interesting.
Let's go.
Here to jump over.
Let's go.
Interesting if like jump into the wall and miss, you just. So much. I don't know why the just on-off thing feel better. First thought it might. Wrench goes that far. A little different.
Let's go.
You gonna miss this? I mean, how could you really? Have to fling yourself at the wall and not do anything about it. Need it to be a big red coin. Just eat it. Can't put it. Wow. Just thinking, like, would it be possible to miss it?
Let's go.
I don't think it is anymore. I don't want you to be able to, like, go bottom up. One?
Let's go.
Make you decide when to fall. If I put like a... I kind of want to put a burner. That scream fun? Just worried it might make you not want to jump in.
Let's go.
Worried it's just a little extra waiting than necessary. Yep. Timing is a little weird. End up waiting here. Now that I want you jumping up there.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's only played... The editing music was always one of the cool things about Mario Maker. Yeah, because this is the forest theme, it wasn't in Mario Maker 1. How have I not littered this level with spikes? Onagata?
Let's go.
Way worse.
Let's go.
That. Like, it's probably more likely to get out because there's always one way open.
Let's go.
No, it's just a different kind of stage. But Never end up not waiting here. Trying to move him again or something. But level's completely different.
Let's go.
Dangerous jump or moving blocks? It's moving blocks. It's more interesting. That.
Let's go.
Much as like the instant death pits are a little. I mean, it's one section, so what? Think about these blocks are kind of silly. Blame the original level.
Let's go.
Very scary.
Let's go.
Weird is that there's not really any reason to even go that way. Needs to be like a ghost. There should be a way to go up here, maybe? There's some reason to have this room exist. Original game was.
Let's go.
I just make it a power up. Well, as always, erasing all my stuff. Why is it not even? It's just guess it's weird because I've been streaming other stuff at this bitrate that I don't know. I thought Twitch was working with it before, but whatever. No. I kind of feel like this shouldn't even be here because you have to go all the way back around. You don't. I mean, if you had your eyes open, then you know what the P switch is for. Too many.
Let's go.
Another power up time. It's there.
Let's go. Let's go.
A little less likely that you're gonna fall in. I don't think the Mario 2 Shroom is specifically useful for anything. Like, you can stand on the Goombrats, but so what? I don't like the snap-in thing. At least if you go down, I just made it a lot easier to get back. It's a little bit easier.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
What? So risky. I kind of hate that that's like the first power up. It could just be gone. Something like that. Alright, boss. You don't like what? I like most of what that section is now. I want like a little. I feel like the on-offs maybe need like moved a little. I have to move the checkpoint. I'm spending all the time here in the subworld. Way people can get over the checkpoint anxiety
Let's go.
from going in the door. Oh god, thank you. Not, where's the checkpoint? Oh, okay, there it is. Switch timing does encourage you to go down first. I think. I like this path. We're going through it. I do like the Podobo being a little longer, have a longer path. I think the burner's stupid. Don't even need to. Not. Whoa. I was just like toying with like, do I want this here? You know, in some ways, I kind of like the walls being like an incentive to not rush. People do like to rush, including me. I think this way is probably, it's longer but safer. Could screw me up not bouncing off them. Hey, mentally I wanted to pick it up. Do that right? Just barely. Perfect, upload it. Just the Lockatoo level. If I can find them. I don't know, it just works well. So, this boss, like, had a flying enemy who every once in a while would, like, jam to the ground, and you would lose a brick forever. Screen lock. Imagine that is. Not how I pictured it. Thank you. Wonderful and fantastic.
Let's go. Let's go.
Still. What? How does this even work? Takes the first one it finds. How about that?
Let's go.
Look, it's in the middle now.
Let's go.
Ideally, it'd be cool to have the ground slowly go away. Don't know how you would do that yet. Tracks and dropping bombs. Yeah, that's the only way I've made it, like, continue. Like, I guess in this case, if the enemy is, like, never gonna die, then, you know, you just put it on the enemy, but I've made, like, the brutal levels, like, the last screen has always been, like, a boss. I've just, like, had to, like, line, starting from the start point, like, you know, it on like all of the bricks, so that as you like walk and move the screen, it doesn't fade out. I guess it's habit. The thing is, if they're lit, the timing is not easy.
Let's go.
Pretty good. Frighteningly pretty good. Too bad I can't cross this and put fire there. Sort of like... Wait, what? Yeah, I could. Well, it also is a little... Honestly, I'd like it lower too, just because it's like, oh no, it's closer. And I still have to deal with the timing being weird for the other ones. Oh, that's why.
Let's go.
See the positioning.
Let's go.
That's so different.
Let's go.
I probably should put a coin ahead of him or something. Quite yet. Not doing viewer levels right now. Plus, it's the same level I've seen before. I'm around places. See things. Up 5. Let's see.
Let's go.
Timing is good. I think I want this one to go second. just ruin everything. Or gonna look like, oh, I should go over there.
Let's go.
Although if that one's far away first, then it works pretty good. I just need these bones and what to, like, matter. Instantly mattered.
Let's go.
Really depending on where you are, though. Top. Count, but I could also have it retrace the steps. No. Oh man. Oh, come on. What? Give the stupid bomb, stupid key. Oh, what the heck? Because the track is there? Out of here.
Let's go.
A little less. Just don't. How does it blow up?
Let's go. Let's go.
Else could be dangerous. Doesn't suck. Like a little dappy boy.
Let's go.
Gary.
Let's go.
This power up. Hopefully you get burst. It's definitely not near as long as the other level. Maybe I shouldn't feel guilty, but I still do. I mean, the bones don't seem too in the way. But I had the laser in the other one, so that feel is theme worthy. Before I forget that. Still don't. I could make that a little shorter.
Let's go.
Actually, the little wobble with it being that slow is actually kind of scary.
Let's go.
slight bit less waiting. I feel like I still want to go through and walls or something. A little weird that the poison is the most dangerous thing. The wall crunch thing. Really thrilled about. Ghosts probably would be good. Or just throw them in and hope. Don't want any there. I've never really liked re-roaming ghosts. Feels like I could work. I also probably think I'm just done for now. Well, level structure. Usually I don't get. Usually I copy the level structure and I'm usually done then. No way I'm letting that clown car last. Didn't leave myself much room. Kind of like the goal of being visible. Boss fight win. Some kind of wall and something. Probably have to block off switches, but there'll probably be switches in the other part anyway, so. 9,000% more spikes. Well, the more I edit, the more chance there will be to get spikes. But I know it's feels uncharacteristic, but sort of what I was setting out to make. I'm like, where's the thumbnail I'm gonna save that doesn't matter because I'm not gonna be done with it anyway. But yeah, this is. I definitely want it to be like the other G.I. Joe level, but way easier because it's meant to be the first. Oh, this doesn't have no spikes. I mean, come on. This screen. This screen looks normal. Now I just need to like spread it around. Just needs to infest and multiply. Yeah, I think going good places. We'll see. It is weird. I was like getting that urge to stop, and I looked, and it's always right at 3 hours. It's just when it hits. Weird. All right. Glad to have something in the works. So should do some, playing streams at some point again. Soonish for sure. Sometime. Not for sure. But okay. Thanks for hanging out for building junk. And good to have another one up. Submitting them around a little bit more than I have recently. When I've seen this played, like the first section is way too long. Compared to the second one. Yeah. 0.64. Killing me. Like, I get that one section's long. It's all that. It's still crazy. Kills me that's not a percent, but, you know, the Bowsers. This one was actually kind of meant to be a little hard. I don't understand clear rates, apparently. I'm terrible at guessing clear rates. Even this one was like there's like a couple spikes that could be like one less spike where there's like two diagonal ones to go through, and like maybe moving a saw like one block would be, you know, can finesse everything to death. But you know, there's always, especially just like watching stuff, it's like I was told once, like when you're playing a level like repeatedly or uploading it, or you know, just playing it yourself, if you get one of those moments where you like tense up, like that's your sign to think about easing it up a little bit. Because if you're super familiar and you just don't I don't know, the tensing up is what I like, which is how, you know, the hard levels happen, because then I'm like tense like the whole damn time. To a degree, not like massively, but if I was tensed up the entire time, I wouldn't want to play it. Anyway, yeah. Nice to have another one in progress, and we'll finish it soon. Have a good night. See you later. I wouldn't say you drastically lowered anything of mine, so don't worry about that. Night.